Hey guys and gals, it's me Super Rocket, and by the time you're watching this, Lab Rats, the original TV show on Disney XD, has officially turned 10 years old. And to celebrate, I decided to have a little, party with some of my good old pals like Lena over there on the keys. We got good old party hats, and we got haha, it is I, the Interrupter, a good old mischief maker, an arch nemesis of Daniel, here to do some partying. Lena, why is the Interrupter there? Well, I mean, considering we have 3 party hats and it's only 2 of us in this little small party, I decided to invite him since he was just here all of a sudden. Okay, and never mind. It's not the weirdest thing that's happening. I guess my arch nemesis is also invited to the party without me knowing. But yeah, so since we already reviewed the original Lab Rats TV show a while back, I decided to follow up that with, of course, the pseudo sequel series that premiered on Disney XD around March of 2016, which is Lab Rats Elite Force. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Ready for liftoff, super Daniel rocket. Get ready for it.
But before we actually get into the show that we're supposed to be reviewing, we have to take a little brief look at another TV show that aired a while back in 2014, also on Disney XD, that being Mighty Med. The story is about these 2 fans of superheroes known as Cass and Oliver working in this hospital for superheroes essentially whenever they, get injured or need a cure for something that happened during their fight. So yeah, they go to this hospital known as Mighty Med, which it's a pretty fun concept. They also have this reoccurring patient, one of the main characters as well, known as Skylar, who is a superhero alien from the planet Caldera. I don't know where that is. And Oliver has is a big fan of her and maybe likes her a little too much. So yeah, it's a really fun concept for a show, and yeah, I have seen it back when Disney XD was still around and back during 2014. I don't watch it as much as Lab Rats back in the day, but whenever Mighty Med is on the air, I decided, yeah, sure, why not? I'll watch it, and I actually enjoy myself quite a bit.
That kind of reminds me of the time I had to work at the Dimensionary Force Hospital in order to treat, some agents from the Dimensionary Force after some, fierce battles with mischief makers. I remember the time I did that commercial.
Here at the Dimensionary Force Hospital, one of our main priorities is your health. Not only for you, but for us as well, so we can take care of you properly. So yeah, I'm definitely in top shape. Ow, I think I have a headache. Ow.
Good times.
Okay then. The reason why I brought up Mighty Med into this little conversation is because Mighty Med is actually in the same universe as Lab Rats, as shown in the little crossover episode they did a while back when, they were still 2 separate shows, which I thought was pretty cool. It's kind of like I guess you could say, a Disney Channel extended universe. Wait a minute. Unfortunately, Mighty Med didn't last as long as Lab Rats did. Lab Rats had like 4 seasons, while Mighty Med only had 2, which is a bit unfortunate, but I guess I can understand. Maybe it's a bit difficult to come up with storylines involving, a hospital filled with superheroes. I mean, it's not much, interesting ideas that you can come up with besides, curing a hero, I guess. But I don't know, maybe there's something else going on, because I mean, look at Grey's Anatomy. That had like 16 seasons, and that's just a regular hospital. So they decided to end the series by blowing up the hospital. Yeah, that's right. And it is implied later on in the sequel series that some people didn't really make it out alive. Yeah. And you thought The Dark Knight was hardcore. The person who caused the explosion in Mighty Med is actually a guy named Ridiculous. I hope I pronounced it right. Maybe I should just call him Ron like Oliver did in the sequel series, but yeah, he decided to blow up Mighty Med because he actually got his powers taken away from him at Mighty Med so that he could live, but he thought that, they took away the one thing that made him special. So he's like, if I can have my powers, then none of the superheroes on planet Earth can. So he decides to track down each and every single hero and try to take them out. So yeah, this kind of leads into our little sequel series. So good old Donald Davenport from the Lab Rat series decided to take things in his own hands, or technically somebody else's hand, because he decided to form a little team of heroes involving the characters from Mighty Mat, which include Oliver, Kaz, and Skyler, and some of the cast from Lab Rats, which include only, well, Chase and Bree. Yeah, only the two of them from Lab Rats. No signs of Leo or Adam anywhere. And maybe some people might be wondering why that's the case. Mostly because I don't think they really need it. As much as I love them in the original Lab Rat series, I understand since we already have somebody like Kaz in the little team, and plus it's already a big team already, I don't think we need two more if we already have some of the aspects covered in Kaz's personality. I can see some of the, I guess, try to act coolness of Leo in him, and also the dumbness of Adam within him as well. So I understand why they decided, yeah, maybe we can just have Kaz and that's it. And now a little song rendition by The Interrupter to pay tribute to Leo and Adam. Wait, what? I didn't agree to this. Oh, well,
I
whatever,
will
you know, just do it.
remember you. Will you remember me? Adam and Leo, something passed their life by or whatever.
They're not dead.
But they will never be forgotten. Oh.
Wow. Great singing, Interrupter. Great singing.
Thank you. Haha, I'm glad to use my little singing talents for this party.
But hey, at least on the bright side, the presentation has improved. I really like how the sets look this time. It kind of feels like it's more seamless that they're, you know, in an actual location, not in the set. I think they did a pretty good job. We know their little base in Saturnium City, or even other places like outside, somewhere in the middle of the city, is also pretty great. I mean, if you watch a lot of shows and you're into this kind of stuff, you can definitely tell it's in a set, but not as much as before, which is great. I also really like the suits as well that they have for the little Elite Force team. I'm surprised that they were able to have so many different designs and variations with just two colors of, you know, black and blue for each of the characters, which is pretty cool. Too bad we don't get to see much of them in the suits though. Yeah, here's the weird thing. Despite it being known as the Elite Force and you're promised that, yeah, well, they're gonna have some special missions and try to find a way to track down Radicillus. Sorry, never mind, Ron.
Like, wouldn't it just be easier to go by Ron?
And yeah, you definitely get to see that in some of the episodes. You can see Chase trying to do some fun science-y things or whatever he usually does to try to find a way to take down good old Ron. But unfortunately, you don't really get to see much of them in the suits. In fact, they only got the suits in like episode 5, surprisingly. You're mostly gonna see them in their casual wear, just hanging out. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I think they look pretty good in their casual wear, but still, it's a bit jarring. Not to say those episodes where they're just hanging out in their casual wear is bad and all, no. Far from it, because I do really like it because, you know, considering the fact that this is a brand new show with a brand new team, which is a combination of characters from 2 different shows. We only see them reunite once before in a crossover, or was it 2? I don't remember, but yeah. It's pretty cool that they really explore the interactions between these characters from these different shows. And I think they did it pretty well. Yeah, with them hanging out and all, it's pretty great. I do really like this one where I remember Bree was offered this like shoe sponsorship, but then later on when Skyler showed off her super speed to the shoe owner, then they decided to have this competition to see who can win, Bree or Skyler, to get the shoe sponsorship, and I thought it was pretty fun. And yeah, it's literally like Bree v Skyler, dawn of the shoe sponsorship. Oh my goodness, this really is the DCEU. Time to bring out the hashtag, guys and gals. Hashtag Team Bree. Haha, Daniel, you think you're so funny. Hashtag Team Skyler, am I right, guys?
Ooh, a little battle between friends. Oh, I like how this is going. I'll just chill right here.
I can't believe this is the reason why we're going to be fighting. It seems about right. Seriously, Linat? Why do you always just go for the whole blasting everything until it's dead or something like that? Do you have any other skill that you can use? Well, I could do this. Ow! Oh, how did that really hurt? Oh my chest. Oh, ow. The thing I don't really like about this first season is that one of the main threats in this first season is not actually Ron, but his two sons, which is Ronan and Riker. And yeah, they're kind of a bit generic when it comes to their dialogue and you know, the personality. It's just very generic evil guy stuff, I guess. I don't know how to you know, really interpret that, I guess. If only I have an actual villain to, you know, do that acting for me. Yeah, I can't think of anybody. But hey, at least they have this cool ability to shapeshift, and the way they did it is through just a random black cloud, which also acts as their other form, I guess. Yeah, what is this, the early 2000s?
Actually, I kind of feel like Ronan and Riker have something there. Maybe I should change my look to something a lot more generic. Yeah, be nice to have a change
What?
of
No,
look.
you interrupted. You
Let me
look
do
just
this.
fine. Don't change it.
Aha! It is I, Interrupter, the weird cotton object or whatever, here to ruin dates on October.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing it's better than a random gust cloud, I guess. But hey, at least the villain at the very end had some potential. And I say had potential because we would have seen more of that person in season 2, but there wasn't a season 2. Yeah, the show was cancelled after the first season. And they even ended in a cliffhanger also to punch you in the gut even more. And yeah, so ends the world of Lab Rats, which is a bit unfortunate because again, there were some stuff that I really like. I love the character developments within the characters, and I also really like, you know, the character interactions. And yeah, I just feel like they need to refine a lot of stuff, which unfortunately they didn't get the chance to do because, you know, there wasn't a season 2. I don't know why the show was cancelled, probably because of low ratings, I believe, from what I have researched. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Will we ever see Lab Rats again, or any of the characters, even Mighty Med? I'm not sure. Maybe. I mean, iCarly had that little, I guess, revival on Paramount Plus. Maybe they could do the same on Disney Plus. I'm not sure. I mean, they haven't mentioned Lab Rats since, I don't think. So yeah, I don't know. We have to wait and see. But if this really is the end, then, well, at least it was fun while it lasted, right? I had so much fun seeing these characters evolve in Lab Rats, the original series, and also see some fun shenanigans in Mighty Men and see them combine and have some fun interacting with each other in Lab Rats Elite Force. Yeah, it was a pretty fun time back in my younger teen days, I guess. And yeah, now we're in 2022, 10 years after the original Lab Rats first launch on Disney XD. And yeah, I still remember all those memories. It was such a fun time just going to the couch and watching it at 8:30 p.m. Oh well. Yeah, anyways, just to lighten the mood, I guess, it's time to celebrate the 10-year anniversary, right? Because I have a little cupcake to eat and feast on to celebrate. Wait a minute, Lena, where's the cupcake?
Yeah, Daniel, I have no idea where the cupcake is. In fact, I have no idea where the interrupter is either. But I'm sure those things are not correlated at all.
Of course, Interrupter is going to take the cupcake. I mean, I would expect nothing from my arch nemesis to crash this party in some way. But luckily, I knew this was going to happen, so let us suit up Bionic style.
Oh, I couldn't help myself with, crashing the party and getting this little cupcake for myself. I am a mystery maker after all. Now I'm very hungry at the moment, but I'm gonna put it here for now.
Ugh, stop right there, interrupter. Super Dan Rocket is here.
Right, there you go. Oh, you. Wait a minute. What are you wearing?
Oh, it's actually my bionic suit. I got the logo here and everything.
Okay, but why do you have a bit of a weird logo there?
Well, I mean, we ran out of ink printing all those party hats.
Ah, whatever.
Shield! You think that was gonna stop me? Now it's my turn. Super speed! Wait, why did I not go?
Well, you see, it is kind of difficult to do super speed with that glove.
Oh, flashlight hands.
Wait, what do you mean? Ow! Oh, my eyes. Oh, God, that was too bright.
Let's finish this off with a nice little laser.
No, not again.
Alrighty then. Happy birthday, lab rats. You may be gone, but you definitely ain't forgotten, that's for sure. Considering I'm pretty sure countless people have watched the show growing up, which includes me. And yeah, here's to you, lab rats. I could have put a, I guess a candle or something, but I'm too scared to use Lynat's flamethrower, so this is all we're gonna have. But anyways, that's all for this review. I hope you guys enjoy it. So until then, rock it on.
I mean, why are they giving you your own shoe?
Because of my super speed. They're gonna put me in ads, commercials, billboards. When you see Brie, you'll thank fate.